you guys want me to start with another quick introduction? Welcome to our 4th session today. This is Levi, the Cleric Jaylen Harwind.
This is Isaac, the assassin, Craig Filmoil, I think. Wait, no, what?
Rogue?
Oh shoot, Rogue, yes. Whatever, it's all the same. I'm a wizard.
Subclass of wizard. The assassin rogue drunk.
You believe you're a wizard.
I'm Sam, I'm the Soulknife Xerxes.
I'm John, I'm the giant sword wielding, aptly named Guts.
I'm Lisa, I'm the Sorceress, Kurave, Moongazer.
And I am Paul, I'm everything else, as the DM.
Dice in here, Paul.
So, we should
That's
probably
why I don't use those.
get ourselves started.
They're not bad dice. Actually, here. Lisa.
I keep rolling super low. I think I just have really bad luck.
That is entirely possible. The die that I used for a long time is that one.
Okay.
And then these two are also pretty decent.
So last time we were in the
Which one was
village,
the one I was using that
or in
kept rolling?
Kingsfoot, and we saw some
This
villagers
one?
coming in on the road, pretty beaten up, broken up, some were injured.
We'll go with these.
We ended up
Let's see
asking
if we get anything
them,
else.
we
Where
were here
did
for
that
this,
purple one
but-
go to?
Oh yeah, you
That's a
got
good
that
one,
much,
too.
because we were heading over to the mansion.
No,
So we
up
head over to
until
the
My
mansion.
cat's lost my purple.
We came to a
I
fork
know.
in the road.
Up until I
there were
got
some
this
guards
set of
there.
dice,
They were kind of blocking it off. We asked if we
these
could help. They said we could.
were my
We ended
primary
up staying the
dice.
night since it was almost dark. That night, Kurave shot magic at some crows that were attacking an owl.
You
and
don't
we
know
spent-
that. You don't
You
know
told us
that.
afterwards.
I did not tell you
We
guys.
spent 45 minutes
I
fighting
bluffed
hordes
my
of
way out of
crows,
that.
vomiting all
It
the
was
while,
unpleasant and we almost died.
several times.
There were only a couple murders.
Anyways, we got through that, and then we fought some skeletons, which were significantly easier to take out than the crows.
Except I got dropped right away.
and made it to this here farmstead, which was holding some civilians. We figured we'd clear out as many skeletons as we could and help these guys so we could have some support when we went to the mansion.
Okay.
So basically, we didn't get very far, but we're here at this farmstead, Old Clyde's farmstead. Old house.
There's also a guy everyone has a crush on. Well, mostly him.
Who
Who was it that he has a crush on again?
Gregor.
Gregor.
We met a paladin named
Gregor's pretty beastly.
You don't know he's a paladin. You just know he wears heavy armor and carries a big weapon.
He's very charismatic.
Yep, and is very charismatic.
Everybody loves him. And that's where we are now.
And he has the symbol of Palor on his shield.
But yeah, that's where we are. You were in the cart. You were with us. In the
You've been
donkey
drunk
cart.
in the cart for the past couple days.
Sleeping off my injuries.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Can I be fully healed now? Then?
Yes, you.
It's been a few days,
yes,
yeah.
Everyone should be fully healed at this point.
Oh, yay.
Oh. Just
Do we have a donkey to be the donkey? No.
Don't actually have a donkey.
Donkey's the zebra.
Or a unicorn. We should actually have the unicorn be the donkey.
Novios.
The donkey is a unicorn.
Or the donkey's dead.
The
Now
donkey
we have a
corn.
unicorn.
Novios
Can
is
we-
actually a
can we-
hornless
Can
unicorn.
we upgrade our donkey to a unicorn?
Well, you'd get a new one, but
Strap a horn to its head
eventually
or pound a
maybe.
horn
If
in
you guys
its
are,
head.
if you guys are good enough, if you
Yeah,
can,
right, we're good enough.
We can't just transform him though.
well,
Like,
you can.
What if we
that's
cry
very
really
difficult.
hard? Will our tears grant wishes?
Only if you're good aligned.
Damn it.
I'm good on it.
Neutral tears cure no.
Yeah, you can only have a unicorn if you're good aligned. If
I'm
you're
good.
Yeah, so you might be able to get a unicorn.
I don't know. Our unicorns are
Use
pretty
your
metal. I
magic
think they should be evil.
powers over him to get yourself a unicorn.
You're not good.
No, that's why I said you had to. Also, you're
Here
gonna
comes the
be married
unicorn.
so you can do more stuff. You can get more stuff from him than me.
on blood.
Cap.
So from where are we entering?
So you guys are on the path up there over by on Craig's paper.
On the path of good and righteousness.
Oh, who's the kangaroo? Oh, you the whale, that's right.
Are we on the path
Usually
of
the
good and
whale, but
righteousness,
this is
Paul?
just so.
Yes.
Oh, dang it.
So we
That's
don't
what
need.
said no.
You the who's
Well,
the dragon?
depending
You
on
the
That's
how you
dragon.
me.
guys
I'm
go.
No tiger.
You guys are currently going, doing good things so far.
Oh, I hate it. I need to
So we
cause
have
another
5 of
bar
us,
fight.
okay.
It's been too long since I've caused a bar fight.
This is our
It's
donkey.
been like 3 episodes.
I'm not putting the donkey out there. Too much to keep track of.
Okay.
Plus, it's harder to attack the donkey if he's not on the thing.
That's true. People don't attack the donkey.
That's why we're back here.
Why am I not in the lead?
You're in the lead now.
Okay,
I
so
have to walk in the middle though.
Yeah.
you guys
Trust
and
me.
your
You're being
and Gregor and your group of
Wait, no, I
soldiers
don't want to be in front of you.
You pass through a wooden gate that's in the stone wall, because there's about a chest high stone wall surrounding the entire area. I wouldn't quite fit on the map, so it's not shown on the map, but it probably comes out to maybe like around here, a nice circle around all that.
It's wonderful for audio listeners.
Wait.
It goes out to about here.
Mm. Oh yeah, it goes. Well, they don't have visual of the map either, though, so it's kind of hard for them to tell.
Many squares.
Yes.
It's bigger than the town. That's all you need to know.
Yes. There's a stone wall that it goes around the edge around the farmstead. As you guys approach, you see an old grizzled farmer. Well, he looks like a farmer. Who walks out carrying he's got a pitchfork.
Is his name Grizzly?
No.
It's Clyde.
He seems to have a studded leather jerkin, with mismatched armor. Like some of it looks like it came from some full plate. He's got like a full plate helmet. He's got like a leather jerkin. His boots seem to be like one metal boot, one leather boot. Like it's all mix matched. But it seems to be working for him. He's swinging it pretty well. And then he's got a pitchfork that looks like it was reinforced. That he's holding in his hand. And so he comes out.
John must come.
And he, hail. How are you? How are you doing today? He says to Gregor.
What does Gregor say?
Gregor says we're doing well. We've come back and we think we might be able to get you guys out with we have enough reinforcements.
Oh, Gregor.
We have some. Yeah, we got some of the adventuring types here. He kind of gestures over to you guys.
Can we swoon?
If you want to.
We should all swoon.
What is swooning?
I don't know.
Swooning?
I'm just gonna go like, oh, come on, just fall on the floor.
He's the only one that swoons.
Yeah.
Are you sure they're hardy enough? Then one guy's are falling over already.
You should have swooned too. You're in love with him.
Be that as it may. Yeah, surprisingly so, we actually hold up pretty well in a fight, all things considered. I guess I'm Jaylen Harwind, and this is my company here with us.
It's good to meet you.
Companions.
It's not the best circumstances, but thanks for your assistance.
No, not a problem. And I might ask you who you are then?
I'm Clyde.
That would make sense then. This must be your farmstead, I take it?
Yes, it is.
It must be his ironworks.
His ironworks.
No, the ironworks are over. Those are back behind the barn.
I'll say it was awful nice of you to take everyone in the village in like this, keeping them safe till now.
You know, I didn't have much choice. They all just kind of showed up.
Yeah, you tell him.
But I'm not going to turn away someone in need.
Oh.
Nice guy.
No matter how annoying they are.
Yes, I like this guy. I'm standing up now, by the way. I stopped spooning.
I'm not spooning anymore.
No.
So is anyone...
Hey, John. They mentioned spooning.
No, they didn't.
Wait, sorry, what's your name?
Is anyone here injured?
Paul did.
Nothing that we haven't been able to tend to.
I just spoon guts.
Uh,
Paul brought up spooning.
the old ladies kept everyone under decent care, but...
The really ugly one?
Are you making fun of my wife?
Oh. No, we
Kind of glares at you.
We met a really ugly old lady in town that was helping all the refugees too.
Got a wart on the nose?
2 wards.
2 warts. That sounds like her. Yeah.
So you know where to...
Bloody hag.
Gotcha. You're unlucky there. Xerxes. You're lucky there.
Don't lie to him. He can sense fear.
Oh, good deal. So what can we do to help you guys get out of here then? What was the plan? Looking either at Clyde or...
Well, so far we've managed to hold ourselves down here, so don't think we need to leave. Fending them off, we'll be fine. And kind of Greg, you don't, you're barely holding on, you need to leave. And clearly this is an argument that these two have had before.
Aren't you gonna run out of food if you stay here?
We got the farm. We can make enough. We've got enough food to last for 3 winters around here. Even with all these extra layabouts.
what if there becomes more and more skeletons?
Filthy women.
Well, we'll take them out as they come.
Filthy peasants.
I feel like you
Where's
should try to
your
convince him there.
Soul knife.
Source herself.
Oh.
I think it would be a better idea for you to leave.
Well, I think it'd be a better idea for me to stay.
Oh, burn.
Can I do diplomacy?
Yes.
Bluff. It's a lie. It'd be
Well,
better-
I think it'd be great for you.
Natural 20, so 34.
Pretty convincing.
I'm pretty convincing that we should leave.
You can take anyone who wants to leave, but I'm staying here.
I like this guy. Sticks to his convictions, even if it'll get him killed.
I'm considering knocking him out and dragging him away.
Can I help?
Can you deal non-lethal damage?
So, well, I guess,
Yes.
But if
I'll
you
put
stay
some
here
on.
by yourself,
I can
you
punch.
have no way to hold off the skeletons.
I'll take them out. This is my farm, and I'm not leaving it.
You'll be able to come back once we get rid of the skeletons.
We'll get rid of the skeletons from here.
Wait, Paul, where is he?
Um,
On the map.
this guy... An old crotchety animal.
Sea turtle.
Yeah.
No, not a sea turtle.
Sea turtle.
Yeah, I'm making the sea turtle.
No, sea turtle. I believe in you.
More crotchety like Isaac. There we go. On his back.
We are in the front. We could just jump him.
So I guess where is everyone else then? We'd like to talk with them, see what they think, and if they'd like to leave for the time being.
Well, the women folk are tending to the injured in the barn, and the kids are, who knows. Gotta send a couple of them to keep an eye out for anything that comes from the woods, but not much use they are.
Kids have been eaten by skeletons.
Myth. Buying the rest sometime.
And we got a
We
couple of
don't
the
like
men out hunting, getting some food, and I don't know, everyone else should just be kind of doing their stuff.
Filthy layouts.
Saying about.
You know, you do notice there are other people kind of milling. Every once in a while, you see people coming out around the buildings and stuff like that. And there's definitely smoke coming from the chimney in the house, and yeah.
Well, I think that it seems like he's pretty stuck on sticking around. So unless we do something or find something else, I don't think we're
Let's
gonna convince him.
Well,
Let's go
if
convince
we
the
knock
other
him out
people
and
to
just
come back
kidnap
and
him,
tell them, everyone's
then, I mean,
leaving.
he
Let's
can't
go.
stop us.
Hmm.
If we just knock him out and kidnap him, he can't stop us.
I don't know. He's got an armored pitchfork.
Also, keep in mind that if you don't do this, then you're not speaking out of character.
Oh, this?
Yeah, because it's parentheses, that signal on the side.
He's
I think
got
we'll
an
just go with
armored
context
pitchfork.
clues. I'm gonna go with context clues that we're not actually saying.
His character mutters.
Yeah, see, technically, yeah. See, Paul knows what's up.
No.
But yeah. I guess do you guys want to go to the bar and see what people think that are injured? Might be the easiest to convince to get the heck out
Okay. So you guys go into the barn?
to the barn.
Okay. You go into the barn. There's seems to be four young men who are kind of laid up on the hay and stuff. Seem to be injured. And then there's a whole flock of younger women, like anywhere from 12 to 18, who are kind of tending to them / flirting with them. Like,
How many is
Yep.
a flock?
like a good dozen.
Oh, there's a lot of people here.
Yep.
4 guys do a lot of caretakers, all of us.
You know, you're betting that this looks like most of the young women that are still here.
I'm guessing most of the men that are probably still here too, then if that's the case. Gotcha. I guess if I'll kind of wave for their attention. Hello there.
One of the older girls kind of looks up, kind of goes over, and she kind of like, "Whoa! Oh, when did you get here?"
Do you want me to stab you so you can get attention too?
Stab me?
Yeah.
Parentheses are saying. I'm good, thank you though. I appreciate the offer, Xerxes.
No, that wasn't an aside. I was just asking.
I know, that's why I responded.
I bet he can get enough attention without you stabbing him.
Thank you. We just came in with the guards that were stationed up at the fork in the roadways back. I guess we're here to help out in any way we can. Take some people back that are injured if you think it'd be appropriate.
Old Clyde thinks we're better off staying here, though.
Old Clyde's a punk.
I guess the only thing is we've been fighting off hordes of skeletons since we got in here. I don't know how long even a farm like this would be able to hold up.
Yeah, but the men have been keeping us safe.
I guess how many are there left? It looks like there's quite a few injured here.
Yes, from yesterday. But they're getting better, and there's plenty more out hunting.
I say we just leave all of them to their fate.
But he drew up such a nice map
Yeah,
of the village.
I guess the thing is, we're not saying you guys should leave permanently or anything like that. We just think it'd be best to stay out of here until we get the situation solved at the mansion.
Yeah, but we can't get out. We've tried.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Yep, between the caravan and the guard, we have, I guess, a man named Gregor with us, and he actually seems pretty confident that he'll be able
Gregor's
to...
here?
Yeah, Gregor.
She kind of like, almost like, kind of looking past you, like...
Gregor would
Yeah,
like you to
at the
leave.
mention of Gregor, there's like completely shut off for the rest of the conversation.
I told you guys should have swooned with me.
Yeah, he came here specifically to help rescue you guys.
Oh, he would. He's such a kind man.
He's actually right out behind us. If you'd like to go see what he has to say.
Oh, I shouldn't bother him.
No, come on. Is Gregor behind us? Can I motion to him?
Gregor's still talking with. He's arguing with Clyde, still out on the road.
Gotcha.
Can I go get Gregor? Tell him to come in here.
Can try.
Okay. I'm gonna go out and approach Gregor.
Okay. He's still arguing with Clyde.
Hey, Gregor.
What?
Can we use your help in the barn?
Brilliant concept.
Is anyone injured?
No, but I think you can convince some of the people to go. That we should leave.
If you say so, kind of goes with you.
You're a very convincing person.
Thank you.
He doesn't even need to get stabbed. Yeah, all
Alright,
he needs to do
I'll
is-
bring Gregor back in with
His
me.
born stab.
Okay, Gregor comes into the barn.
Alright, girls. Hear what Gregor has to say.
He's kind of like, what?
Tell them what you want them to do.
Yeah, we're trying to explain the situation and how
And
we're gonna
then-
get out of here in one piece, I suppose.
Well, we've got enough reinforcements now. We should be able to just head out with just minor skirmishes on either side.
So you believe we should head out?
Yes.
See, girls? I think we should head out.
Lawyer.
Gregor thinks we should head out.
That or we're gonna get them all killed.
No.
Hot in here, isn't it?
Well. Yeah, but Clyde says that if we leave, that even with the soldiers, we'll get overrun and killed.
Gregor doesn't seem to think that.
Yeah, but Clyde does. And he's never straight strong.
I guess, do you guys think it might
Never strayed you wrong yet.
I wonder if we cut off the skeletons at the mansion. We could leave the guards here, and then I'll leave or fight off the last of them once we've emptied the mansion. If the guards are here to protect these guys, and if we can't do that within the next couple days, then they'll have them leave. Maybe something like that.
So do you trust old Clyde's judgment more than
Well,
Gregor's judgment?
Not to say I don't trust Gregor's, but there's always a chance that something could go wrong. Which does make sense. I do see where these guys are coming from. They have been safe here, and they would be walking out into a dangerous area. Either way.
As you guys are talking, you hear commotion coming from outside.
Oh dear Lord, no.
Yeah.
The decision has been made.
Use the map. Use the nest.
Okay.
So I guess
Alright, go
we'll
out,
probably head
maybe I'll
outside. Yeah.
Okay. So as you are, so going outside, coming from over in this general area, coming from out from between these two buildings, you see a group of about 10 men or so. Only maybe 2 or 3 of them seem to be fully okay. The rest of them are all injured, limping. Some of them are being carried by others, but they all look pretty beat up. They come in. And of course, Gregor and Clyde run over to them. What happened? We were attacked. Skeletons during the day. It's not normal. They've only come out at night so far. The group of them, maybe 7 or 8, came hit us by surprise, and we're down. We lost Jeremy.
Not Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy has so much to live for.
Alas, poor Jeremy. I didn't know him.
I guess what does Clyde seem to think of this?
Clyde doesn't seem very happy about this.
I can imagine so.
You know,
See? The skeletons are getting worse.
Don't be sassy. I guess
Hey,
this
she's
is.
a little bit sassy.
I guess were there any that followed you on the way here, or any approaching the farmstead?
we managed to take out all the ones that the skeletons don't run. But
I disagree.
They double ran on you.
but no, none of them followed us here. But they were pretty close though. They and there was a bigger group than they normally come in.
Is this all the? I guess between you and the ones in the barn, is that all the fighting men we have left, or you have left at the moment? Or?
There's another group out. There's another group that's out hunting as well. But yeah. So.
Did you hold to them, or are they still out there?
They're still out there. They went out to the west.
Okay. Gotcha. I guess, do you have any way to get in contact with them, whistles or otherwise, or?
They'll come in when they have what they found.
Gotcha. I guess how many guards were with Gregor and the other gentleman, the other captain?
A dozen.
A dozen? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Nice. Oh, go ahead.
What kind of weaponry were they wielding?
The soldiers or
The skeletons.
The skeletons?
Skellies.
Hey, Craig's wig.
Some of them had a few had swords. Some of them just used their hands. And then a couple of them had there were a couple bows too.
So are these the same ones coming from the mansion, or can you tell? I guess is there any way to figure it out?
And they all look the same to us.
Understandable, I suppose. Oh. Like, I don't know what we should do there in this case. Do you guys think we should try to clear them out of the mansion while these guys are protected by guards, or just stick around here? Or I guess what time of the day is it right now?
3 or 4 in the afternoon.
3 or 4 in the afternoon. Probably want to stay here the night then, I'd imagine.
Well, the skeletons are either getting more daring, or they're getting greater numbers.
Yeah, one of the
And we
two.
won't really know until we go to the mansion.
I still think we should get the villagers out to the road.
Did you want to try convincing him again if he sees that I mean, I guess you rolled a 34 before, that was the thing. I don't know how much more you
Are
can do.
skeletons really like sentient? Like, can you talk to them?
No, skeletons are not sentient at all.
No, diplomacy's not gonna work on skeletons.
I was thinking of like maybe we could have set up an ambush and then like got them to come in and kill a bunch of them except one, and then start like cutting off their toes or something.
They don't feel pain either.
Oh, boy.
Bring a dog into the yard, that'd probably get them scared.
Not back in the earth, not back in the earth.
A few moments later, you see a man on a horse come galloping in from down the road.
Is it Gregor's brother?
No.
You have a
He looks to
brother.
be like another farmer.
Even older and more crotchety.
He looks to be fairly young. He's got like he's wearing normal farming attire,
Sure.
but he has a broadsword awkwardly strapped to his back. You can tell he's not used to having it.
Sure.
It's probably some relic someone had hidden somewhere.
Does he appear worried?
He's coming in at full tilt. He skids up there. He skids up to you guys and he says, "From the mansion, there's a horde coming.
A horde of how many?
Lots, just too many. The horde."
Which direction is the mansion from here?
This guy's quite clearly rattled.
I gotcha.
Mr. Clyde, I think we need to leave.
We'll stay here. We'll fight him off.
The
Yeah!
whole horde? I think it would be safer if we take you to the road.
Make
and
We
you
can
Farm
take it.
raid.
We'll set up the defenses, and the men will kill him.
Your men are mostly injured.
Not mostly. We only got like 6 or 7 down.
I say we leave them to their fate.
And 6 or 7 up.
Until the other party comes in, then we'll have 15 more.
But you don't know how the other party is
Plus,
faring.
we got you venturing types here to help us
how the
out.
other party is faring.
Oh my god, I want to leave this guy so
I
badly.
think we need to go. I'm gonna do another diplomacy. I have a convincing argument.
Is there
now.
something I can do to like assist with this?
You can do an assisting roll. So if you succeed on the check, you give her +2.
19.
Are we still in these positions?
I guess if I fail, is there a detriment?
If you not unless you roll a 1, then you might give a -2 if you get like really bad. But
19. Plus, I suppose plus my diplomacy. Charisma.
Tell him I'm
Yeah,
so
19.
ready just to leave.
19.
19.
Okay. So it's a total of 21 because you give +2 to you. Okay. Well, we might be able to, but what if they catch us on the road?
We move
That's
fast.
what we're here for.
We have sick people with us, and not enough horses to draw them.
We have a wagon.
We have 1 cart. That's not enough.
But we could hook it up to one of their horses.
They have 3 horses,
All 3 of them on that one cart.
and that cart can maybe hold 5 people at most.
So do they have any carts? Do you have any sort of carts or wagons? Because we can now volunteer ours.
We have a few, but not enough to carry everybody. And if everyone's riding, then they'll be going too slow. They'll be going slowly.
I guess how many numbers are we looking at for people that are injured versus up and standing?
From what you've seen, there's maybe a dozen injured, 2 injured to move at full speed. And then you've seen maybe 30 people around the farm so far. Then you guys and the soldiers, plus another 10 to 15 men that are out in the other party.
This is a bad time to move. Oh boy. How long till they get here?
They'll probably be here by nightfall.
We should move before nightfall. How long does it take to get back to the road?
To the fork in the road?
Yeah.
4 or 5 hours.
What time is nightfall?
It's about, I think it's 7:30 or 8 o'clock.
So we get back to the fort.
You would get back to the fork
Like
at nightfall. Right at nightfall. If you left right now.
Should almost stay the night.
Yeah, but the hordes.
I know.
Coming. I think we need to leave to do diplomacy with him.
You can't do diplomacy on other players.
Yeah, really. I would like to get out. We're going to take to the road, and then we're just going to have to keep moving until we get to the town, because we're not going to be able to stop, and that's a whole nother day of travel. Like.
Yeah, because the fork in the road is.
But there is a camp set up at the fork in the road with
but
more
it's
guards.
much less defensive.
No, I think all the guards are with us.
Keep in mind, the fork in the road is literally just a branch in the road that they set up camp by. Okay. There's no defenses there or anything. It's just a wooded area that they set up camp. And
are
then,
there guys like standing around?
Yes, there are guys generally milling around doing things, doing chores and stuff. And your soldiers seem to have been relaxed and leering at the girls and so on and so forth.
The horde is coming from.
The horde's coming from the mansion, which is going to be coming from this direction.
To horde. That way.
It's a very nice era.
Thank you. So, I guess, is there any place that we can get anybody who can't fight, like, out of the way? Like, either on like a second floor or somewhere that's barricaded in?
Keep them in the barn. The barn's fairly sturdy.
Do we have a second floor?
It's a stone barn. And yes, there's a second floor.
Okay.
Yeah, so get them upstairs.
Yeah, we can put them up in the hayloft.
Block off the doors.
Is there any door in the back of the barn?
There are 2 doors in the barn. The one in the front is a giant double doors, and the one in the back looks to be just a normal person door.
We should work on blocking that off.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know what you guys all think, but with the horde coming.
Yeah, and there's
I
a
mean,
small
I would like to get them all out. I just don't
there's
think
a small
we're able
fenced
to.
garden behind the barn as well.
Are there any is there like a roof?
That's just
or
my
any
thoughts, so
sort
I
of,
guess,
like
but-
kind of vantage point to see from?
See that giant green circle there? That is an ancient oak tree. That's maybe a good 70, 80 feet tall.
Oh, do we want to detect magic somehow? It sounds like a magical tree.
I'm gonna try to climb it while you guys are talking.
Okay, give
17 plus my climb. So 23.
Okay, you managed to get up into the upper branches of the oak tree.
Awesome. I'm gonna keep an eye out.
That one's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can see fairly. You can see fairways, and after
I have this one.
it go like you have so out from the buildings, maybe 400 yards is the stone wall, and then maybe another 50 yards beyond that is the edge of the forest.
If we look at the wall, is there any weak points in it that we can see?
The wall looks to be fairly sturdy. It looks like it was built originally to kind of keep cattle and stuff in from the area from just ranging too far. And it looks to be in good repair. There aren't any specific spots that look any worse than others from what Craig's able to see from up in the tree.
I guess, are there any places here that we should know about as weak points, Clyde or Gregor, that you guys are aware of? Places where they could get in?
The only place the cattle can get in and out is the gate, and then they've kicked that down a couple times. Because it is just a wooden gate.
Let's barricade the gate.
The thing is, I wonder if we do set up like a choke point though, where they actually can get in and attack them there. I almost wonder if that might not be a bad idea.
What I was wondering, is there any rocks around? Like big rocks?
Climb over.
In the fence, the fence is just a whole bunch of big field rock
They might be able
that they
to
put
climb
together and
this, though.
kind
We could
of
try
more
to search for
But it's more together.
yeah.
I guess, have they been able to breach the wall before the skeletons climb over it? Do you know if
They've never gotten in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they've always tried to attack at the gate until now?
No, they come from all over, but we've got the boys keep watch around the perimeter.
Okay.
Yep. And when they come, they let us know. Each of the boys, they each have a horn that they'll blow, and then we send people to go defend that spot.
Well, we should blow the horns now and see if we can get the other party to come back.
That's a good idea.
She said there was
Shall
another.
I blow my
There's another
rifle
hunting
so-
party, yes.
We should probably make sure he doesn't get peeved if we try to do that first.
But I think he was asking him just now.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm talking to him at this point.
Oh,
I suppose we could try. And he kind of gestures after one of the men over there goes over or pulls out a giant hunting horn. Just boom.
Yeah.
And now we wait.
I'll blow my rape whistle too.
So
All the dogs come running.
Wow, you're really.
Yes, perfect for all the good.
Yep. So you got about 5 or 6 farm dogs like jumping and biting around you and roughhousing.
So can we get everyone who's
Isn't there
injured?
three?
They're all at the base of the tree, yeah.
Okay.
So can we get anybody who's injured or not battle worthy in the barn? Do you think that'd be the best place to hold up?
You get or for anyone who anyone who is battle worthy in the barn?
Who is not?
Who's not? Yeah, the barn would probably be the safest place.
Okay.
You know.
So
Do we have any way to board up the doors or shut them
Yeah.
tight?
You can bar from the inside.
Barn from the inside.
Mhm.
Okay. And I guess to get up to the hayloft, is it just ladders or?
Mhm.
Do you know if those can be taken down?
If the ladders, no, they're like mounted into the wall.
Okay. Like, are they separate? Like, could they get ripped off if we needed to?
They could. Yeah, if need be, they could be.
Okay, I almost think we should get people on the second floor. I mean, give them some ropes if they absolutely need to get down somehow. Oh, that is hard for the injured, but I guess ladders would be hard for the injured too.
Well, we could just put a bunch of hay at the bottom. And
They
then
could
that's how
jump.
you
Yeah, for some. I guess,
Assassin's Creed it.
I guess if we get to the
Yeah.
point where they're getting up into the rafters, we're already pretty fucked anyway. So
Diving
Yeah,
from
so
hundreds of
probably
feet
already
into
said
a
it.
wagon
Trying to
of hay.
defend the wall? Or do we want to try?
I'd say we should start at the wall and then fall back to the barn if it gets surrounded.
It's hard to decide. I mean, it comes down to whether or not they try and climb over the wall, or if they give up on that. Because that would be ideal.
Have
Because then we can funnel
focus
them
to one
through
area.
here, and then if we lose that point, we can back up to here.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could set up like a kind of a maze.
Well, that's why I was hoping there were some rocks that weren't part of the wall, so we could.
Do you have
Wait
anything in the
around
barn we could use to set up a maze on the way in? We're almost thinking that it might be a good idea to have a weaker point up front to focus them in on if they're
We have some
intelligent enough to do
Spare
that.
lumber that we have out back.
Well, we could also
Well,
always
hay bales.
leave the gate open.
Yeah, there are hay bales.
So then they would naturally try and go into that point.
Yeah, the hay or the hayloft is like very full.
Because
You
as
can
soon
fit people
as-
up there, but they'd basically have to be climbing up on top of the hay bales and
Because
stuff.
as soon as one skeleton
maybe
finds
we
out
just-
that the gate's open and tries to get in, then the rest would most likely follow.
Yeah, guess I don't know how
Yeah,
intelligent.
because this is like
skeletons
right after harvest season, right in the middle / after harvest season. This is happening. So yeah, all of the food stuffs are chock full. The hay barn is full.
So we might be able to use hay to make barriers. That might at least slow them down.
No.
And we can light it on fire.
How's fire doing this?
The zombie survival guide says that if you use fire against undead creatures, all you that get is flaming undead creatures trying to get you.
Much worse than a zombie chasing you. A fiery zombie chasing you.
Oh, you read that book too?
And you'd also burn all their crop that they've been harvesting for the past
a
year.
little bit mad.
Even
I'm a little bit
Better
mad.
than their lives being harvested.
Even bigger reason for them to evacuate. Let's do it.
Okay, so I think that's our best bet. Just get any supplies we can,
Into the barn with the people up in the rafters.
and then try and
Funnel
make
them
it so
in.
they funnel along this path here.
Oh, you killed the dragon.
No.
I guess they're coming from which way is the? Are there multiple gates?
Well,
or
yeah,
just
it's,
one gate.
it's all going to depend on
There's-
if they can climb the wall. or
There's
not.
2 gates total.
Okay.
There's the one that comes on the road, and one that goes kind of towards it's not directly towards the mansion, but slightly down, presumably towards the next nearest town aside from this one here. There isn't a paved road to it, but there's kind of a dirt trail that goes out of it.
Okay, so that probably actually get to that gate then.
The one, I guess, the one back here. Then this way.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that gate wood as well?
Is it what?
Is that gate wood?
Yeah, both the gates are wooden.
Okay.
So
That's
then
what I'm
it'd
thinking.
probably be best to make them funnel into that one
Yeah.
and barricade
It
this
almost might even be worth it to leave the gate open.
and then
Well,
barricade
Because
this
they
one.
said you kicked it down before, right?
The cattle have kicked it down when they're like
Yeah,
rampaging.
so
so-
I don't trust it.
Yeah.
So
you
we're
check
gonna want
the
to
wall.
barricade this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
so
herd
really
of
barricade
hunters.
this one.
way.
Okay.
But yes, a
And
herd
funnel
of
them
cattle
through.
can kick down the door.
Also, maybe we'll go over here, hold this point, and then
Yeah.
I'd say open the door if they start to climb the walls. Like we'll keep it shut at the start.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
if
open
they
if
start
we
to
need
try
to.
and climb it, then let them through so we can keep it funneled.
Let's
But
do
if
that.
we open the door and
Do
then
the
they
dogs-
still just keep climbing.
I mean, I wouldn't say open so
Just
much as
keep
have them
playing.
break it down.
The
yeah.
farm dogs, are they used for herding the cattle?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
What are you
We could-
kidding?
We could get all the cattle, like, behind the shed or something, wait for them to all start coming through the door. I could, like, tempt them or something, be the bait sitting in the door, go, over here! And they all start to come, and then someone, like, blows a whistle, gets the dogs to chase after the cattle scamper, and they all flee out that way, bulldozing down all the skeletons, because I imagine cattle are pretty burly, fat, and can really break bones.
Cattle cavalry.
I actually kind of really like that idea.
Load up the
Stampede 'em.
skeletons with a bunch of
Cavalry.
cattle. The cavalry.
Cavalry.
Yeah, the cattle might just run away though from the skeleton.
That's the only, like, I like the trap idea.
Call it
I'm just worried
Operation
about what
Upfront.
happens to live animals when unnatural things start happening.
Brown chicken. Wow.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
So yeah, I don't think they're not zombies though. Are they? They wouldn't infect a cow like that.
But they might be
They're
spooked
gonna-
of undead.
Yeah, they just
run
might
and
scare them because they
trample
said that the
us.
horses were having problems with.
That's a good point.
Remember, we spent like half an hour deciding whether we were gonna bring the donkey.
I could just throw a smoke stick at them so the cattle don't really realize what's in the smoke, and they don't get scared of the skeleton.
Unless they smell them.
It'd probably be faster
Oh,
just to
skeletons
work.
smell.
It would probably just be better for us to work on our barricading.
Well, I mean, we got plenty of people, so I think we can do mostly that while we set up. I mean, it only takes a couple people to set up that trap, and it either
Yes.
works or it doesn't.
Yeah.
But we don't want to activate it until we're all out of the way.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather not get mowed
But if
down
they
by the
run-
cavalry.
If they start just running around the camp though.
I
So
mean,
where are there's cattle somewhere?
Yeah, they're cattle out. They're out close to the edge of the fence. He's got about maybe 50 head of cattle.
any bulls or mostly cows?
They're mostly cows, but there's 3 or 4 bulls throughout there.
Okay.
I saw that.
Ooh, bulls might be braver.
And
Pissed-
more
more
aggressive.
pissed off.
Bulls are more aggressive.
Yeah.
Except unless there are calves, and then cows are way more aggressive.
Are there calves?
At this point, the calves are old enough that they aren't really attached to the mothers.
Dang it.
But
Because if the
Sacrifice.
cows were young enough- If the cows were young enough, we could totally use them as bait.
Tactical
No.
calf.
no,
That's mean.
cows are extremely aggressive when they have the calves for the first couple months or
I
so.
say we use the bulls.
Is that in real life too? The gallery?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, yeah. uncle has been helped over the fence several times by his cattle, so like that. And if you try and do when you're calving, so when you're trying to separate the calves from their mothers, it's really fun and really terrifying. I've helped out with it a couple times, and basically we have this metal gate that you have open, and my uncle goes in and he runs through and chases the calf away from the mother and tries to chase it through the gate, and he's got to run through the gate, and then we slam the gate shut so when the cow runs full tilt into it, it doesn't like. And it's like me, like it's been me and like five or six of my cousins, and it hits and we get knocked backwards a couple feet.
That's pretty good.
And that's with a mounted metal gate as well. Like, and you still get thrown a little bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's kind of terrifying. It's fun though.
I want to do that now.
Alright, any other ideas for how we can make this?
Yeah.
Presumably we're just doing the stuff we've already said right now.
Yeah, I'd
Just
say
trying to think of
ask the
more
men to
It's safer just to use the bobcat to get it out.
Yeah, so we can ask the men to barricade this gate up with some extra hay bales. Is there enough to make an extra hay bale perimeter around the barn as well?
You guys have said to make a waist high thing. You can make it probably 250 feet worth of hay for a waist high wall.
Alright, and so we're gonna need probably 40 feet on both sides at the gate down here, the funnel one. So that's 80 feet. So we got another 170 feet left.
We should probably make the funnel first and then use whatever we can to guard the barn.
Yep, and then we'll probably need another light.
20, 30 feet.
20, 30 feet over here to block that gate.
So we'll say even 100 between the two, so 150 for around the barn. How big are these? 5, 10, 35.
40, 45.
We should probably like search and stuff so we can assess how many supplies we
So
have.
we'd have to focus on like this, which is okay because we don't want it getting in our way when we're trying to.
Yeah, especially
If we have to retreat to the barn.
We're going to be barricading this part here, so we shouldn't have to worry about them taking this part right away anyways.
Okay, well, I guess we'll set up hay bales as such with people if they're willing to help us.
Yeah.
Is there anything special about that tree in the center? It looks pretty big, pretty old. Any sort of?
It's been around. My grandpappy's grandpappy planted that tree when we first built the farm.
Oh, how quaint.
I guess if we search it or look at it, is there anything special we can find about it?
It's just a really old oak tree.
Really old oak tree.
Yep.
Okay.
It's quite nice looking. Looks to be very well cared for. It's good, very good condition, but it's just a regular old giant oak tree.
Sure. Carved Gus was here before I
It has a rope swing.
Yes!
Distract the skeletons with fun. Is there anything else we can use here for supplies or traps or anything like that?
You got standard farming equipment, like a plow.
We might be able to plow the ground.
How sturdy does the rope look on the rock?
Make it uneven.
Make it
The
a
rope?
harder
Yeah,
to walk
fairly
across.
sturdy.
Okay, good. I might have to jump and climb up this one later.
Yeah. Can we get somebody to plow in front of the front gates at least, or the front wall?
We could take
Just
the
to-
rope
over on
swing,
this side, just
attach it
As
to
deep
the
as they can to
front
make a
gate
ditch.
to
and
make
put,
grooves in the ground,
log
make it hard for
and
them to
have it
move
held
around.
up.
Yeah, someone
And
goes
we
and
could
starts
pull a
harnessing up the two
lever
oxen.
and it would swing down and smack something.
Okay.
So a rope log trap.
300 feet long, just and then going through all sorts of them.
You're basically just trying to soften up the ground, make it harder to walk through.
Yep. If we can dig a little bit of a ditch, that'd be great too. But I don't know how deep a plow can actually go.
Plows only go maybe a foot down.
Yeah, I can't imagine we'd have time to dig an entire ditch. So if we can just make the ground
Well,
uneven.
Every little bit helps them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Still,
That's why we have the plow
yeah.
where they're starting on.
Yep.
But it
Make
might
it
be a
rough
ditch.
terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe try to get it down as deep as possible before they get here.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Just have a guy working on that or a couple, if they're willing. Do we have any? I guess putting pikes out there might do a whole lot since they're not very much for piercing damage.
And you also don't have a lot of pikes.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
what I was
most of the men here are armed with pitchforks and spades and the occasional sword.
Gotcha.
And hunting bows are the main thing that they have.
Okay.
Like all of them have a hunting bow of some sort with them. But yeah, it's like shovels and
Don't
pitchforks.
bows do piercing damage.
Yes, they do.
A lot of use that is.
You know,
Why don't we arm them with like slings or something?
yeah, but
Slings do bludgeoning.
yeah, they do. A couple of them have slings, but a much clubs, standard, basically farming equipment that they can turn into a makeshift weapon.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Is there other sort of traps we can set up, I wonder? I mean, if we did set up some brush, could we start a fire in front of the plowed up ground?
Good.
Burn up these bones.
Maybe set up some brush piles along the front as well, as thick as we can.
While we're talking about what we're gonna do, I'm gonna be concentrated.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm still keeping
Where's ready? Craig, see the other party returning yet?
Yes, Craig, you see you do see them.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
you from there you can pretty much take 10 and see just about anything that's going on in the farm area. It's just a very nice view from up.
Craig's commanding on the
Yeah,
battlefield.
they be coming. They be coming.
I sense him on the wind. I smells him.
Smell check.
Really?
With the red touch, you can actually have.
I suppose that makes sense.
Didn't you have smell checks once?
Yeah, when I was a were leopard.
Oh yeah, and then I had scent checks too when I was a dromate.
Yep.
Okay, and I guess we'll probably have, I'm guessing, put Novios and the horses inside the barn as well.
Putting what?
The donkey and then
Oh,
the
right.
horses and that in the barn as well.
No, yeah.
We could attach a porch, or what is it called? A fork? Pitchfork. Could attach a pitchfork to the donkey and use it as a battle donkey.
He's not a battle dog.
He's not.
You're not using my dog. He's not trained yet.
I'm trying to think of what other traps we can set up. I mean, rope doesn't do a whole lot at this point. I mean, tripwires maybe, but they're probably not moving fast enough to really do much of that.
I think we're where we are. If we have to, we can probably light the first set of hay bales on fire.
Yeah, so I guess we would like the cart and then kind of curving it off this way maybe with the, or up here I guess it would be, but like for redirecting them, kind of moving them this way.
If I became a
That way we
pyro
can maybe
person,
use
could I
this as
set
an
my
act too.
soul knife on fire?
Yeah, kind of direct around this whole area
A
before they get there.
pyrokinesis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess can we?
I totally found my prestige class.
That's what a lot of do. That's what I was gonna do with Balthazar eventually.
Can we search?
Ruin my fire.
No, go for it.
If we
fire.
poke our heads in each of the buildings,
I'm
can we
gonna do that.
search real quick for anything that stands out as offensively capable?
Okay.
The sheds. Yeah, I guess I'll roll search for each of the sheds.
Oh no. I rolled a 4. I'm just gonna sit this one out.
19.
Oh boy. 14, 7, and 3 for the house.
Okay. In the shed on the left, let's see, you got a 14 on that one?
Correct. Yep.
In that one, you find a baler, a hand crank baler. So it's basically a giant spinny tube of spikes that goes through. It's designed to basically grind through the corn and pick it up and toss it.
Let's
Skeletons.
let's put that at the end of our or at the entrance.
It's usually pulled by a pair of oxen. But if you turned it around so it's sitting up there, you might be able to set it up, and if any of them were stupid enough to run into it, it would mill them up.
Gobble one.
Yep.
So it needs to be cranked by somebody.
Yes, someone. It's usually powered by the wheels turning. So as the oxen pull it, the wheels you have gears that's up, so it goes like that.
Gotcha.
But if you could rig it so that way if you could have someone sitting there cranking it.
We could put it right at the door, and then when they start to overflow it, they'll have the person just run.
It's still a dangerous job for whoever that
I'd say try to sit up in front of the door as well, like a couple feet back.
Well, one of us could do it too.
And then, is there a way we could rank up a pulley system?
Yeah.
Like not
the
pulley system, but like
skeleton didn't even
something to
do
move the crank
damage
from
last time,
behind.
really. Except to you.
Except
like in
me,
the car,
they
how we use
dropped
the
me.
pulleys in the
Yeah.
barn to set up something like that. I mean, it might help us. It's cool. I'd like to do
I
more.
have more health this time. No, I'm level 2. It's got like 1.
Oh, I forgot to tell you how much XP you got.
Yeah, how much XP did I get?
400.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should have leveled.
Did I get 400 as well?
Yeah, I think you did actually.
You weren't here.
No, because he wasn't there the first time, so I might not have leveled up.
Okay, here is a very, very rough sketch of the...
Yeah, because he gave us 400,
May I
so we
borrow
could.
your pencil real quick?
Yeah, that is a very rough sketch of the so the stone,
that is
the
very
circle.
big.
Yeah, that's how far out the stone wall goes. Because it's designed for holding cattle.
Over here, not enough hay bales.
Yeah. So this is the kind of the dirt trail leading off to this gate over here, and that one is the actual gravel paved, gravel.
So we're probably only going to be able to have the funnel be like.
So
yay
level
long,
2 now.
and then we're just gonna have to run.
I'd almost
You get evasion.
Angle it off even.
Wait, he wasn't here. He doesn't get the
Like
experience.
that maybe.
No, I don't.
Well, no.
Okay, yeah, that
with
works
only
too.
5 people, it's easier just to have everyone level at the same
Okay.
time. Yeah.
Hey, you leveled. Congratulations.
What?
Yeah.
You leveled.
Oh.
Or I
Yep.
guess since we're doing that, we
So
Yeah.
now I
have.
have evasion.
No, Sam.
It's
When
not
we had like a
special
7-8 person party, it was like
And
then,
actually, if we
like
angle
then
off-
it's fine to just do the amount. But when you're with a smaller group, it's usually easier just to keep
See, if we
everybody
angle
at the same
off-
time.
Evasion go in feats.
What?
Evasion goes in feats.
See, John, if we angle off,
no,
it almost
special
might not
abilities.
be a bad idea just to make it like twice as long and use the actual wall as one of the sides.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's true.
And just go
That's
like
true.
that.
Wonder what he was looking for.
So we'll set up one barricade like that. There's some hay barricades over there. There's a little bit of hay barricade over here.
And we're putting the baler at the end of the.
Baler inside here. See, can we rig up something with pulleys so we can have somebody crank it from back here? Like with barn pulleys?
I will need a
Careful, man!
profession siege engineer check.
To make a pulley?
Yeah, profession or profession engineering, I guess, or either profession craft carpentry, or profession siege engineer. I'll either do
I don't know if we have any of those.
You can use those untrained, but so basically if you aren't trained, it's either an untrained wisdom or untrained intelligence check.
I'll take untrained wisdom.
Okay.
Might try and add some other skills. Yeah. What feat do I want?
Wisdom is
What?
so 19, I guess, would be untrained.
Yeah, that's good enough. You can make up a decent system.
Okay. I'll put up some couple of hay bales there so somebody
Let
can
me
crank it
see
from
what the
back here.
requirement for
Yeah,
cleave
it
is.
looks like it'll hold. It's not gonna. It wouldn't last for years at a time, but it'd get you through a day or two.
Of cranking skeletons.
Yep.
Sounds good.